Hello everyone, welcome back to one of the very fresh and engaging episode of Grow with Anshuman. And today we have San with us. So after a long time of having a good discussion and not getting a time to get around, but today we caught up actually and we're gonna have looking forward to have an fruitful conversation. Anyways, San, how are you doing today? Just tell a little bit
Yes,
more
I'm
about
looking
you.
forward to.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm looking forward to, and good afternoon. Yes, I'm doing well, and thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing pretty insane this year, thank you.
Okay,
So, San, before we begin, would like to just quickly know a little bit more about you, a little bit of your background, and you can introduce yourself by the mean, how do you see yourself? Like, I know that you have a pretty, known face on YouTube. People know you for your well spoken thing, but I would like the introduction from your part that how you define your personality.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you already know, my name is Sankvi. I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Mm-hmm.
I have two kids. Right now I'm working as an assistant professor in a college. So yes, that's all about me. But if you ask my personality, I'm very kind and a very positive person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm travel enthusiast too. I love to travel a lot.
Hmm. So, have you ever been to any of the other cities, maybe other states of India, except Tamil Nadu?
Yes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I have been to UP, Delhi, Andhra, Kerala, and Karnataka.
Oh, you are
Apart,
really a travel enthusiast because most of the time I often say the same thing, but once people ask me, hey, tell me that what and all places did you travel? I was not able to because I haven't done it so much. But glad to know that. By the way, which places did you travel into UP?
all the known places
Oh
like
my God.
Agra. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know whether it is in Delhi or Agra. We actually went as a college tour,
Mm-hmm.
so they just took us to there, and we visited all the places: Lotus Temple and Akshardham Temple
Yeah, that is in Delhi.
and
Correct.
Kutub Minar.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Kutub Minar.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, India Gate.
India
India
Gate is
Gate.
also right.
Yeah, Red Fort.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And how about this UP? Like you mentioned, have you ever been to Varanasi, Ayodhya, maybe this side too?
No,
Not
no,
yet?
no, no,
Okay,
no, no.
okay,
I have
okay.
never been to.
Got it, got it. Oh, all right. So, would you like to just highlight few of the learnings from the traveling? Because mostly I often my traveling experience is a bit different. I actually don't get into a new place and enjoy that part. I just like to sit in a bus and like just that part I enjoy. So it is
Okay.
a little bit different from me. Would like to know that what actually you enjoy in traveling. Would you because I have heard from
Yeah.
the people that they know from others' culture, they learn from people. So is it same for you or something different experience? Mm-hmm.
Yes, even of course, I love to enjoy traveling in the bus or train
Mm-hmm.
because more than reaching that place, when you are in travel, you can see different places. You will never be there, but
Correct.
still you will enjoy watching all the scenes, right? So I enjoy that as well. And if I
Mm-hmm.
once I get into that place, I can connect with them and I can know more about them. Yes, when I was entering into Agra temple.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Agra, Madura temple.
Uh-huh.
Madura temple. Uh, the way we pray here is, of course, the same religion, but
Mm-hmm.
still, the few things are bit different.
Correct.
So that's how when you move to other place, their rituals and the way they approach things are bit different, right? So I want to experience that. So
Mm,
that's
got
why
it.
I like that.
And did you feel
Yeah.
any changes in you after traveling so much of cities? That any of the fundamental change, maybe you feel that, oh, this is what I learned from this, and I'm actually fulfilling my life in a way that I'm blessed that I traveled.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, specifically food. Food. Once you move to other city, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot explore your own food. So you
True.
have to adapt to that situation, and you have to eat whatever you are getting there. So that is also a best part. And apart from that, uh, seeing the way they dress up, the way they carry themselves is also nice to watch.
Hmm, got it. I mean, I believe
And
that,
one more thing,
yeah. Go ahead.
in southern part, things are a bit expensive. But when I went to Delhi,
Mm-hmm.
we can get many things in an affordable rate.
I think you have visited to a specific market there in Delhi. That's why.
Yeah, what is that
I-
bazaar? I don't remember. Um,
Sarojini Market.
it, no, no, not
Okay.
Sarojini Market.
Okay.
It starts with B.
B. Maybe I'm not
Mm,
recalling that name, but yeah, there is so many places like you mentioned, right? We can get
yeah,
very,
yeah.
effective, cost-effective cloth sets and other stuff too. Oh, amazing.
Mm, mm.
And how about this teaching comes to you? Like you mentioned that you are being assistant professor. Which subject do you teach there?
I teach English.
Oh,
Actually, this is my second innings. Yeah,
okay.
I was teaching before, but I took a career break for my second pregnancy,
Mm-hmm.
and this is my second innings. And when I compare myself to the way I taught and the
Okay.
way I teach now,
Okay.
the bit different. Because at that time I was in my early stage of teaching.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute, my
No
son is
problem.
nagging. 1 minute. So yes, at the time I was in my initial stage of career,
Mm-hmm.
and they were treating me as a junior person, like fresher.
Okay.
So but so that I didn't have a few privilege, but right now I have few privilege, and they are treating me well,
Oh,
and I'm so happy that I'm back with all the maturity, all the experiences I have now.
got it.
So teaching, and also I have seen few difference from students as well. When I was
Mm-hmm.
teaching at that time, 1 minute, my son is nagging. I'm extremely sorry. 1 minute.
No, no problem. No problem.
So yes, at the time I was it was before lockdown. So right
Mm-hmm.
now, all the students are using mobile phone inside the classroom, but at the time they were not. Um, they didn't have the access to mobile phone, but right now they can.
Correct, correct. So,
Yeah.
like, kind of privileges you were talking about, the kind of respect maybe from your seniors one, that was one, or there was other privileges, what other people were getting once back then once you were professor.
So what are the privileges I am getting now? Are you
Yeah.
asking that?
Yep, yep, yep. And earlier you were missing that.
Um, Sorry.
Earlier you mentioned that, right? There was few privileges what I was not getting maybe because you were not that confident and that was your first job. So would like to know a little
Yeah.
bit about that. And what actually changed in you? As you mentioned that you came up with a little bit more maturity, you do have immense confidence now.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. 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 At the time, I immediately after my post graduation, I got into my profession.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, very few knowledge, maybe I started my career. So I was asked to only teach general English.
Okay.
But right now, I can teach the main subject. Yes, of course, I was teaching that as well. But
Mm-hmm.
after 1 year of experience as an assistant professor, they asked me to teach the main subject as well. But the dominance from the senior staff members, that was there. But right now, I am also a senior, and I can get the same respect. So that is actually I'm enjoying. And
Mm-hmm.
at the time, I was not so good at English. Even
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm learning. I wouldn't say that I am an advanced level speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I do make mistakes, but right now, at least I have confidence. But at the time, I was a bit underconfident. Right now, whatever the knowledge I have, I just share it with confidence. So
Got it.
that is also helping me to navigate through my issues. And I'm feeling better now when compared to my older self, and I'm feeling better now. That's what all I want to say.
Got it. Sankvi, that is pretty amazing that once we talk about confidence, I believe it comes from repetition. So would like to
Yeah.
just know that what actually you did so that, underconfident. Sankvi changed to very confident senior person now. It was immensely handling to the students too. So what actually did you do that time? Like, was it repetition? Was it the practice enough? Or any of the specific thing did you follow to get this confidence to speak in public? Because many of the learners, they ask me very often that, Anshuman, I was doing all those practices, but I'm not feeling confident. Tell me what to do next. Would like to know yours.
Basically, I'm a very confident person. Okay, if you ask me to talk in front of the huge audience, I can at
Oh.
least. But I don't have that stage fear. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but if you ask me now, I improved my English little bit, so that
Mm-hmm.
is also helping me. And more than that, since I'm a YouTuber, I can connect with people often, right?
True.
So this platform is helping me a lot. This platform actually, I have done around maybe 50 or 60 videos with other YouTubers and my viewers, right? More than that, actually, I'm just telling you in a simple number, but more than that, I have connected with people and
Mm-hmm.
I connected with English Ari tutors. I attended 60 sessions. So I had a privilege to interact with interact with someone for
Mm-hmm.
60 times, right?
Oh,
So that's how it is. As you mentioned, it is repetition.
correct.
I'm challenging myself again and again, and I'm putting myself into that place to come out of that stereotype mentality or come out of that barrier, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is helping me. So
Got it.
because of that, I become even more better, and I gained little confidence.
Not little, it is too much. I mean, we are interacting, and until unless you're not telling by yourself that you're not feeling confident, nobody can judge it because your hand gesture, posture, body language is also indulged into that people would obviously see. One additional question, Sankvi, I would like to understand from a teacher who is being, tuting or maybe helping other students in a particular language. I have heard this quote that you can learn things way faster if you are teaching parallelly. So since you are doing that same thing, just compare yourself from the previous one once you were not teaching and once you're teaching now the same things what you're learning by the way along the way. Are you feeling actual changes or the way or the speed of learning has been become faster for you?
Yes, of course. I want to share one experience with you. Actually, immediately after my second day, okay, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
first day I went to the profession.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the college, and the very next day, I took a chance. Actually, I requested them
Okay.
that there was a function. It was just a club function,
Mm-hmm.
and for that, they invited a guest.
Mm-hmm.
It is a eco club on environmental day. Okay,
Okay.
they celebrated a eco club festival. There was a function,
Mm-hmm.
and for that I requested that I want to deliver chief guest introduction,
Oh.
and they said that okay, on the very next maybe they would have wondered that why she's asking on the very next day. But
Okay.
I want to make use of this platform very well, and I want to learn better way. So that's what in my mind. So I requested them, and they said okay, and I delivered that chief guest introduction.
Okay.
You won't believe, I gained more confidence after that. I started focusing on my pronunciation after that a lot, because I was delivering that chief guest introduction very well, and I got some appreciation from vice principal and
Got
my
it.
HOD.
Wow.
Uh, that gave me that confidence, right?
Hmm.
So it is actually faster. Because of that, I am learning very fast.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it is helping me, of course.
Got it. So I believe someone just summarizing the things, if someone really wanted to get the confidence, so they'll have to come out of their comfort zone as you did. I mean, that is really commendable job. Nobody can just go for the second day of a college and say, "Hey, I would deliver this," because there is so many fears inside us. We'll have to firstly, just have a fight with our own fears. That what if? it would go wrong. I would lose my respect there, though it was a single day you have just delivered the things. However, it takes a lot of guts, so really appreciate you that way. And you mentioned something, that appreciation, and this is very underrated, Sankvi. I do literally feel bad about the people that, especially I believe it might be a culture in India that people are not good at giving appreciation. If somebody is good at this and we hesitate to tell that thing, and I believe
Yes,
this would give immense confidence to other individuals. If somebody or something is being good, be very vocal about that. Even not only with others, with your own self. If you are being good at something, be feel
yes,
good about you. That's where the things started coming
yeah,
change. As you mentioned something, right? You get some appreciation after taking that event. You get a little bit confidence. Again, somebody has told, "Hey, Sankvi, I have seen your YouTube videos. You're doing pretty well." Again, you got a confidence. And I believe over last 2.5 years of my own YouTube journey, where nobody, I was just getting literally 2 or 3 views, one from my mother, one from my younger sister, and one from my friend. Putting every weekend videos was literally hard if I would not get the appreciation from even though my parents or even though few of the close ones. Not at all. If I was
yes,
not getting, I was appreciating myself. Anshuman, you are improving. I can see, though people are not getting anything out of that, doesn't matter, but you are improving, just keep pushing. And nowadays, people are just looking at me and seeing that you are a fabulous speaker. But the point of this telling is that if you can take yourself out of the comfort zone as you did, and you can actually give enough appreciation to yourself too, and to other individuals, you'd probably grow, right?
yes, yes, true that actually. Uh, Even if you don't get a appreciation from your surrounding, at least you can pat yourself and you can say that you are doing great and go ahead. So that's how you can appreciate yourself.
Got it. Got it. All right, I'm liking the conversation since it feels very natural that we are going into the conversation. I believe we can talk for hours and hours. However, would like to know pretty
Yes.
thing about you as well. Just tell me few of the learnings. Where do you feel that I did a particular mistake while learning this language, and what learners should avoid? Because that is also very important. If we can actually do not commit the same mistake, probably what some other person have done it, so probably we can bypass that time and can learn the things quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't make any such mistakes before
Mm-hmm.
because people often say that I started with grammar and then I realized that I should start with speaking, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen in my case after all. But if you ask me what I was
Mm-hmm.
what I went through
Mm-hmm.
earlier was actually I was a bit concerned about people's judgment. Okay,
Okay.
so that's what holding me back. So because of that, I myself stopped, and I never, when I interact with any advanced level speaker, I
Mm-hmm.
always feel bad that okay, if you make mistakes, they will judge you. So you should not speak uh, anything extra. So that's how I stop myself, and I just give only clipped answers. So after that, I realized that okay, it is not about advanced level speaker or
True.
intermediate level speaker. It is about your potential. Whatever you have to deliver.
Makes
So
sense.
no matter what, even if they judge you, even if they make you feel bad, you have to do your best. That's how I prepared my mind. So now I'm not feeling in that way. Even if they are advanced level speaker, I just speak. Whatever I have, whatever the potential I have, I'm going to talk. That's it. So that's how I set my mind already.
Got it. And I believe that if learner, the who are watching this video can learn this thing only, they would actually get a lot of confidence in them, because it actually takes a lot of courage to speak in terms of, because I do pretty resonate with you. I had been taking podcasts more than 2.5 years, more than 500 individuals did I talk. But I often remember back then of my those days where I was just talking to someone and I was like literally thinking what to ask next. And I was furious enough. The things and temptation were on my face that people were judging me, and I'll have to ask, I'll have to be that much conversative so that they can feel good about this. But after doing repetition, doing the same things and putting myself into the same shoe again and again, I believe we can also overcome that too, right?
Yeah, true.
All right, Sankvi, so I would also now give the chance to you, because I would ask a couple of more questions too, but before, if you have any questions for me, would like to take this up.
Yeah, I don't have question, but I just want to know that what are the practices you are facing now?
Sankvi, I cannot hear you. Can you speak Can you come up again? Like, I
Okay.
believe. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes,
Can you hear
yes.
me?
Yeah, I got a call. That's why I'm really sorry. Okay, what are all the practices you are focusing on right now to improve yourself? Yes, I know that even if they reach that advanced level,
True.
people usually practice, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you practice?
This language specifically, or you're talking about whole communicational thing?
Yes, yes. Yes, of course, language.
Got it.
But
Got
of
it.
course, I also would like to appreciate that your communication is so good because you know how to raise question and you know how to make the conversation flow in a very natural way. So you have that potential. I really want to appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
yes, of course, I want to. Yeah, of course, I want to know about your English journey. What are all the practice you are focusing right now?
Got it. Got it. I'll just be very quick about that. Um, so
Yes.
specifically right now, I'm not focusing much about my English spoken thing because, to be honest, Sankvi, I believe that this is good to go, and I don't literally don't wanted to polish a language specifically. Though I just working towards more wider aspect of communicational, my storytelling skills, a little bit of tonality, a little bit of accent part. Do I also trying to grab because I do also work full time wherein I'll have to talk to the native speakers more often in every day. So their pitch, the tonality is being different. So some of the time even I often got this feedback, Anshuman, why do you speak so fast? And I was like, am I really speaking fast? So I do, wantedly try to reduce my pace so that people can get me, especially the learners who are learning this language initially. However, coming back to the question that what specific practices I do follow. So generally, I do like reading since a long time. Once I started doing this, improvement in my communicational aspect. So that is one. Where do I get knowledge from? Where do I get good words? I'm not fantasized with good words, to be honest. I try to use it very normal word because my main core focus is to make other people understand about their idea, my own idea. So right, that's the main motive of communication. Even my core belief is very simple: if someone can communicate better, no matter in which language, they grow personally, professionally, socially, and emotionally, and they would live a happily
Yes.
life, right? We do have good friends, we do have good surrounding in us. Anyways, so I believe the practices, the book reading is one, and watching some of the time actually helped me because being a creator, I also try to upgrade myself as soon, I mean, as faster as I can because I also try to learn new things in terms of what coming next. How do I improvise myself? How do I ask better question as you mentioned? So my whole focus to being better speaker has been changed to better communicator, and communication takes a lot of time. You'll have to be a good listener, you'll have to articulative enough, you'll have to listen patiently. This is what underrated thing. And I was literally like surprised to know that in communication you'll have to listen most. 80% of the time you'll have to listen, and communicator does need to follow this, right? So those things I'm
True.
trying to learn and articulate and jot it down in my own bucket list rather than just focusing on this language skills. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you were talking about your practices, but more than that, I was little inclined to your idea that we have to improve our communication skill. So I'm literally on that. I can all for that.
I get it. And this is, one of the very, what I would say, misunderstood topic. Sankvi, I believe you would also agree
Mm,
this. Many people often say that if somebody has a very good English, they would say that, hey,
mm.
he's very good communicator. But let me tell you, no. A very fluent speaker can be a very bad communicator. And I have literally
True.
immense felt this thing from me as well. I have seen people talking for hours and hours, and I asked the other individuals, "Hey, how did you feel about his presentation?" He was very eloquent speaker, so fabulous words, body language gesture. And I asked the second question, "What did you learn from him? Can you tell me a little, one or two things?" He was like, I mean, they'll have to think if the person whom they're
Yes.
talking to, they cannot actually get a little bit of the idea what you're talking about. There is no means of communication. You are failed at the point of communication, right?
Yes.
So that's where this things, and I generally on my communicational podcast, I majorly focus on to this communicational expertise rather than just being stuck. Though my learning has been started from English spoken, because I have faced a
Yes.
very embarrassing situation back then in college. Day first was very horrible for me. Just to give you a quick story, since you asked about my journey too. So
Mm,
I have completed all my, I mean, schooling from Hindi board because I come from UP and there in the state board is Hindi. So after that, once I landed, and fortunately, I opted for computer science engineering. As usually, you know, that a stereo class will have either two options, doctor or engineer. So I opted for engineering. And
Uh,
once I being there, day first of engineering was too horrible for me. I was like, you'll have to introduce yourself. And I was good at confidence level. I can speak no matter what people will say from very big. But this English speaking was missing because in UP board you would have that grammatical sense, but you'd never get a chance to speak. I thought because I was
yes.
confident enough, Anshuman, take your chance. I stood up. I was sweating literally. And that was the time I realized I was not even able to introduce myself, Sankvi. And I thought, leave everything for now. Focus on your spoken English. And that was the time
Mm,
once I started my journey of learning this language a bit more better. Here and there, I wasted my 6 months, not 6 months, wasted because there,
okay.
being a computer science student, we just go on YouTube and say, hey, tell me, how do I learn this language within 10 days? I did the same mistake.
Mm,
I was watching every video who was saying, just learn this language within a day. And I was, okay, just let me learn this.
okay.
After doing this thing for 6 months, I was literally feeling I'm not going into the right direction. Why I cannot speak as I wanted since I have already put my 6 month. Then I got to know, all right, Anshuman, take it easy, go back to fundamental and learn from there. Then I got to know about this LSRW rule, reading, writing, speaking, other stuff. And I started inculcating everything with the time. And I do remember after doing or balancing three pillars for at least 6 months again, I felt something is missing. I still am not getting the result. And I'm that kind of person. If I feel something is missing, I would try to fix it. I would go for ask for help. I would ask for so many people. I would sit general and even watch videos, take help from others. So that's what I did. And fortunately, I find one video on YouTube that really changed the whole trajectory of my own communication. That was very simple. That if you really wanted to good at something, do it. And before that, I was doing everything is except speaking, right? So I thought, why not to give it a
Okay.
chance? And I joined an
Oh,
application called Ace Fluency. Shout out to an application called Ace Fluency. I used that application for last 2.5 years for free, and now
okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Big round of applause for that.
Thank you.
Yes, actually, not all the students are realizing their, uh, maybe we can say the flaws or their, um, whatever they are not good at, they are not focusing on that. And but you focused on that and you improved. And
True.
also you find out your own way. You figured out things. So that's great.
Correct, correct. And I believe that is what people can also do. Not in all the times we'll get our own mistake. And I believe what really worked in my case, Sankvi, was talking to the people, because if somebody asked me that, hey, where do you learn most out of it, so I would definitely say from the people. So today I'm just learning, I'm just teach or just having a conversation with you. I'm observing that you're a very good listener. So that's what I can get from you. You are not only just being a
Yeah.
eloquent speaker, you do have body language. So I'm just analyzing and trying to jot it down the things what I can learn. So because I have already interacted with thousands of individuals and they have taught me few things, I have inculcated those. So probably I have that privilege to learn more things faster from the people. And the appreciation and
Yes.
the feedbacks always give me an immense confidence. All right, here I'll have to improve, here I'll have to improve. So very often I do ask this question to individuals. Did you feel that I was missing something? So then I go and sit that, all right, this is what he or she said, and I got this 10 time feedbacks. Do I need to improve that? If yes, let's improve that. And that's how I was literally, there is one interesting story behind that. I'll just make it very quick. One of my transformation of speaking being a great to memorable speaker was just realizing one simple thing, that I was using so many filler words. Earlier, I was very good
Oh,
speaker too, but
uh, uh,
we also see that we also tell that we are only using some words, and then we feel that those are fillers, like or uhh, like those words. We feel that if we are using that, then only fillers. No, but there is so many words what we use repeatedly unconsciously, like
yes.
otherwise, right, okay, very often we do use that and we are not aware. And once I figure it out, after I have asked this question so many people and they have given me this thing that, Anshuman, can you just look over that? I said, and I did intentionally the practice to remove that by taking right pauses, though I'm actually experimenting that where to do, need where we do where we do need to take pauses, and how where we should stop, where to emphasize, where to increase your tonality and other stuff. If I believe if we can sit, brainstorm, and actually analyze the thing, we can learn the way faster than anybody can else. So that was a quick story about that.
Okay. Nice,
Oh.
nice.
I would definitely say that you are a very good speaker and communicator, because most of the time I often ask this question and you really made me talk a lot about this, though I was supposed to ask questions. So
Okay.
that is the real meaning of communication. Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah. Anyways, we have 6 more minutes to go. Any of the other question or any of the other concerns, Sankvi would like to take this up. But I was literally liking
Uh,
the conversation. I have learned so many things
yeah,
from you
yeah,
as well. Yeah.
yeah. Even I like this conversation a lot because it is so natural.
Correct, correct, correct. I would just like to ask one last question before we wrapping up this up. I mean, what are those next thing you are looking up to upgrade? Let's suppose, where do you feel that this is where I do need to improve? Maybe you are thinking that you're already working towards that. Maybe I believe that won't be a grammar and this stuff because you are pretty well at that.
No, no, I wouldn't say that I fixed all my mistakes.
Mm-hmm,
Actually, I always like to have the baby steps.
mm-hmm,
Okay,
mm-hmm,
even if I approach anything,
mm-hmm.
you should not rush.
Correct.
So in that case, while talking to you, I observed a few things.
Mm-hmm,
I have to focus on my fillers, and secondary, I have to improve my communication skill. So these two things are in my bucket list, and I have few others too. uh, Initially I started focusing on my fluency, and then slowly I started focusing on my grammatical mistakes,
mm-hmm.
because after attending sessions on English Yari, I got a lot of feedbacks, and out of that I was literally focusing only on the grammatical part.
Suppose.
Even now I'm focusing on that. And after this part, I was waiting to focus on vocabulary and idioms.
Mm-hmm.
But now I am going to focus on filler part,
Oh,
because after interacting with you, as you told, actually when you interact with people, you will get some idea, right? So I
true.
got this idea, and I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to take it serious, and I'm going to work on that. So after this grammatical part, I'm going to focus on filler.
Hmm.
Then I'm going to focus on communication and vocabulary. So I can do that simultaneously, maybe.
Correct.
So this is how I'm going to step by step.
Lovely. Liking the learning mindset. Oh my God, you have jotted down few of the things which you're gonna learn. I believe learners who are watching this video, they should also take at least one or two things and comment down, because nothing would change if you'll just watch this video. At this video will again go to YouTube, you'll
Okay.
never find it. So make sure to utilize your time at the best. If you have watched till the very end, make sure to at least take one simple thing and do the changes in you. Otherwise, nothing would change. This conversation, you'll read books, though no matter what you'll do, nothing would change. So make sure to take a step ahead and jot it down on comment that what you're gonna take, because once we announce something publicly, and this is very also interesting, Sankvi, that if we just reveal something, hey, this is what I gonna do, we do have an public pressure to, I have now announced it, I'll have to do it. So you can take this leverage of comment box and you can actually start it improving. By the way, thank you so much, Sankvi, for being so patient, for being asking so many questions and making me also talk a lot about my experience, though I really liked about the conversation and learned personally so many things, especially the body language part and the openness you gave. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, likewise. Same here. I felt the same. And yes, I love to connect with you even in the future as well.
Sure,
It
sure,
was a
sure.
lovely conversation.
Same here. And I would like to give this opportunity to this our learners. Just comment down what specific topic do you guys want us to discuss about. We would like to take this up, because I believe because we come with same expertise, we would like to talk about those specific topics too. However, thank you so much again. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
Yes. Yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.